So do you need FDA approval to actually sell food on Amazon? Well, in this video, I'm actually going to explain the reasons why you may need them or may not. And the other things that you need to understand about what the FDA does and what Amazon expects from you if you look to sell food on Amazon. So if you want to get an online business started selling on Amazon, this video is going to explain to you what the FDA needs and what Amazon needs. We're going to get to that right now. All right, so welcome back to Marketing Food Online. So this is Damian Roberti, founder and CEO of Marketing Food Online. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first video, definitely hit the subscribe button and always hit the bell notification because we have videos and content uploaded all the time. So we have our second channel, by the way. That link will be down below in the description. That's Marketing Food Online 2, with additional content geared towards e-commerce. And of course, two other channels, which we're excited to launch, which was Cottage Foods Laws, which is a home-based food business channel, all about the cottage food laws in the US, and Food Truck Freaks, which is all about food truck entrepreneurship. We have all kinds of great content that we're putting out on YouTube. So this is a great question, and it's actually one that we get emailed quite constantly because there is a lot of people who are looking to sell food on Amazon, and they're not really sure of what is expected or what's needed because it's a gated category that you need to get ungated for. So FDA, do you need FDA approval to sell food on Amazon? No, you don't. It's not FDA approval to sell food on Amazon, but with that being said, there is things that are in place. There are regulations and procedures and policies that the FDA puts forth that you need to make sure you follow, because in order to sell on Amazon, Amazon states it clearly, you must have FDA regulation packaging of your food products. It must be labeled FDA and everything else that's expected as far as the labeling and packaging of your products concerned. So you need to follow those guidelines in order to sell on Amazon, but you don't necessarily need to get checked off by any agency or person within FDA in order for you to actually sell on Amazon. So what is it specifically that the FDA does? Well, the FDA, when it comes to food products, they actually have the capacity to inspect your facility and come in and make sure that your processes are set up, your quality management systems, your QMSs as they're known, and your suppliers, your distributors, and all of the vendors that you deal with. If there's any issues that pop up with your food product while they're either selling on Amazon or anywhere else, they have the capacity to come in and inspect those facilities and make sure that the food that you're preparing, you're processing, you're manufacturing, you're storing is up to code, and make sure that it's done properly and that there is no reason why the public should be scared of consuming your food product. So the FDA does have that power, and they do have those regulatory powers and policies in place for that. So as far as packaging is concerned, make sure that you're following all the nutritional analysis that has to be on there, your allergen labeling and allergen warning, your ingredient listing, and all of the aspects that come along with FDA compliance in order for them to obviously not get a call that they have to come in and inspect your facility. So the question about actually getting an FDA to approve it before you get on Amazon, you don't necessarily need that. No, it's not part of the steps. But when you start to apply for Amazon in the gated category of the gourmet food category, you will definitely need to show proof of your business license. That is obviously a no-brainer. If you're selling food products or if you're manufacturing or making them at any level or any sort outside of cottage food law, you want to make sure that you definitely have a business license, that you're a legitimate business, and of course collecting sales tax with the state and remitting it as well, so you need a sales tax certificate as well. Amazon now requires, of course, they always have, but you need to make sure that you've got insurance. So what you'll need to do if you want to start selling on Amazon and you want to be in the food category, you've got to list them on your insurance policy. So if you have a food business that you've got your license and of course you have an insurance policy, Amazon needs to be listed as a company that your product and your insurance policy will protect them as well and also protect you. So make sure you get a food business insurance policy for whatever type of food product that you're selling, and you want to make sure that you get that ASAP, because if you want to apply for it, you've got to show proof that they are on that policy. Next up, they're going to be looking at vendor invoices too. So when we applied for it, this was back in 2014, we had to show vendor invoices for I think about 2 to 3 months back. People that we bought from, legitimate vendors, food vendors who supply ingredients, packaging, labeling, any of that sort. Those are some things that we actually had our own experience. We had to provide for them and email them back and forth. And of course, this process takes a little bit of time, so be super, super patient with it. But in order for you to get approved, these are some of the things that they're going to probably request. Now, it's kind of odd. I've actually spoke with some of the people who are subscribers here on our channel who have got approved for Amazon, and I asked them, what exactly did Amazon request from you? And it's really kind of odd because so many stories are so different. They are not all the same. Some of them said, well, I didn't have to show this or this, and I only showed just one page of a vendor that I buy an ingredient from, and that was it. For us, it was a handful of vendors. I think it was about 3 to 4, at least at the time. And of course, the insurance policy as well. So then I asked them about that too, and they said, well, for us to get ungated, they didn't request any information about insurance. So it seems a little bit odd, but there's not everyone's story is the same, and not all the information they request is always exactly the same. That's one of the good and kind of bad things about Amazon, is that they have a lot of great policies and procedures in place, but not necessarily enforced or always the same, I guess, if you will, for every vendor, which is a little odd. So next up, proof of incorporation 2, you want to make sure that you've got your information set up. If you've got an LLC, if you've got a C Corp, whatever that entity status, as it's known, whatever that may be, they're going to request to actually show a proof or copy of that, or you can email that too as well. So make sure that you get incorporated. Now, as far as the insurance, if you're kind of figuring out, well, what kind of insurance, how do I go about finding who sells insurance? Down below in this description below the video, I'll have some information there about a company that we actually use, as a matter of fact, and also a great way to get your LLC incorporated, and you actually can do it for free. This website we found is a great resource. You can do the incorporation for free and just pay simply the state fee, which is, you can't get around that. You have to obviously pay that when you file your papers of incorporation. So definitely take a look at those resources down below. They'll help you out as well, and of course our website. And we also have a podcast. We have a ton of other great links down below, so check that out under the video when you get done watching. So at the end of the day, FDA does not necessarily require approval for you to sell on Amazon. But again, you want to make sure that you abide by what the rules and policies they have set up in place for packaging to make sure it's correct in order to sell on Amazon. So the answer to the question is no, you do not. You do not need FDA approval to sell on Amazon. You need Amazon to approve your business to sell on the food category. So thank you guys for that question. I wanted to pop out this really quick video, short and sweet and to the point, but you definitely, I would highly recommend you pursue the idea of selling on Amazon. Jump through all the hoops, whatever it is that they may be requesting or asking, make sure that you definitely do that, because it's well worth it. Take time to learn and understand Amazon as a platform, because it's not that simple on the back end. When you start figuring out all the metrics, shipping products on time, if you've got damages, making sure customer service emails are answered immediately, all of the aspects of running any type of a business online definitely comes into play when you're on Amazon, so be sure that you follow that. Now, I'm actually going to start a series. We're going to have, I think it's 10. We're going to have, is it 10? We're going to do about 10 videos. We're going to set up 5 to 7 different keywords. These are terms and words that you need to know. When you log into your account on the back end of Amazon, there's a lot there. There's a lot of different words and keywords and things that you need to understand what they mean and how they impact your metrics, how they measure your seller rating. All of that stuff gets on the back end, gets a little bit confusing if you've never been on Amazon or sold before. So we're going to go through each of these terms and explain to you what they are and what they mean, so you can have a better understanding about selling on Amazon and starting an Amazon business, whether it's FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon, FBM, which is Fulfillment by Merchant. These are good examples of what we're going to go into and explain what are those acronyms and what are those abbreviations, what are all these words that they have and why are they important. So definitely stay tuned for that series, and I'll create a playlist that'll show you each one of those videos. We'll have 10 videos on that playlist. You can simply hit play and watch every single one of them if you want, or you can watch one at a time, so you can get a better understanding of what in the world are all of these words mean on the back end of your store, so you can succeed. So with that being said, definitely share our content with your family and friends, and be sure to go to social media as well. We have a lot of social media presence. You can join some of our groups. We have a Marketing Food Online group on Facebook, and we also have a Cottage Food Laws group that has about, what do we have, about 5,000? Yeah, I think it's about 5,000 members as well. So I'll see you guys on our next video. Thanks for watching Marketing Food Online, and if you are looking to create your own food truck, start a home-based food business under the Cottage Food Law, franchise a food operation, start a packaged food business, private label your own food product, sell on Amazon, get your own online store, or sell food online, remember to subscribe and check out these videos for more resources. Take care.